Alright, we are live. Welcome everybody. Thrillhouse Super 2 Group A. The final for this season and the final Super 2 race for the Thrillhouse Supercars era. Going to be a big night of racing. Very shortly we get started underway with the 13 car shootout. We're one car short for the grid tonight with a late withdrawal. But we'll get 13 cars up and about it for our run around the mountain. Going to be some big names tonight. I think there's going to be a 4 or 5 car battle towards the front of the field, and the championship's still in play for these guys, Super 2. So very interesting race tonight. I think we're going to have a good old elbows out battle for the front couple of cars, but these guys here have all got the skill level to make it a nice clean battle, I think, for most of the race. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Joining me in the box tonight is our race director, none other than Mr. Jim Bob. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm good, mate. How are you? I'm
going really well. Bit pumped up for the race tonight?
Yes, looking forward to it very much. Yeah, it's like you said, it's going to be on for the championship, so it'll be entertaining. And there's a few guys around that know that they're not there to win anything, basically. So they'll be going pretty hard to spoil the party for the guys that have got their eye on the prize. So it's going to be entertaining, that's for sure.
That's a good point too, isn't it? Because you'll have a bunch of guys there that are no care factor at all with what's going on with the championship. They just want to get a race win. They want you to pop up a little bit more with your mic volume too there, mate. Go for gold. Crank her right up. Make their ears bleed.
How's that?
Is that better, guys?
Better? Worse? Oh.
NASCAR, how are you, mate? Good to see you. Johnny, I believe that is Puma Cup. How are you, mate? You'd be pretty keen with a couple of cars up the front there. Thrillhouse throwing shade. It's hard to tell your mic volume when it's nothing but silence.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm still learning the ropes. How does that sound? Is that better?
A couple of the boys are waiting in the grid there now in the chat. So we've got Excalibur, Burnt Charlotte, how are you, mate? Dee's on board, how are you? Buffer, Scotty, Mr. Lockwood. Pumped up for Shane's guy. Yeah, Shane's guy is one that can really be a fly in the ointment for these guys fighting for the championship tonight. He's got a lot of pace on that Hyundai. You're silky smooth there, Jimmy.
Sweet, very good. Let's send them.
Let's send them. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to go straight down to the track because it's this is the last ever one of these basic streams, guys. We're going to go to the full program of Up and About It next season, as we wave goodbye to Thrillhouse Supercars. And here we have is the beautiful Rebel Racer from Cornerstone Performance, piloted by none other than Mr. Flatstick.
I love this livery. The chrome blue on that just looks amazing, doesn't it?
Such a pretty car.
It's going to look really good up the top with the sunlight on it as well. And being a BMW, it'll go as fast as good as it looks as well.
Absolutely. A couple of these guys have been saying the Beamer's a really solid package around the mountain. It's a bit tiptoey coming down across the top. But you and I, being Aston pilots, look at that and go, you guys have no idea what tiptoey is.
No, none at all.
Throttle? Well, we don't touch the throttle coming down the mountain. What are you talking about?
No. What's that? It's clutch, mate, clutch. That's all it is.
He's coming down the mountain now, psyching himself up. This is a pretty nervous part of the race for everybody. Just waiting in the waiting on the top 13 shootout. Trying to get your head in the game, getting your lines right, getting the temperature into the tyres and the brakes.
I knew it. So, for everyone that's keeping track of the Jandal Performance Racing team, we have Luminous doing a shootout from P7 tonight. for those that are keeping count.
Of course he is. Go the jandal position. Alright, plastic. Last minute warm up the tyres here as he comes down the into the final turn. Alright, we go with the first guy here. Set the benchmark, plastic. Let's set it nice and high for him. Away he goes. Nice and tight in the hill corner there. A little bit of a wiggle. Leaves a bit on the outside of the seat. Leaves himself a bit of room, so he's off to a nice subtle start there. Up the mountain. A bit wide entry there. Gets it tucked in though. There's a tight line on the into it there, nice and tight.
Ooh, short shift to fourth there as well.
Yeah, battling that wheel spin. Goes to tight. Oh, right out to the fence, just gives the fence a nudge there. Will it rattle him on the way down? Another way. Worst way to really upset the nerves is to just toss the fence somewhere like that.
Oh, he's pretty good down there though.
He's staying in it, which is good. Oh, Wiggles moved to the... Oh, just pulls it up for the elbow. Just come in there on the back brake and sliding in. Down Conrod Straight. 7th gear. BMW just shy of 300 km/h into the chase here, I'd say. Nice and straight on the brakes, goes really deep to the apex. Oh, just gets it under control before it gets on the grass there. Here he comes. Into Murray's. Nice exit from Murray's there. That's the first one down, guys. With a 2:04.181. Solid little lap there. Gets him onto the grid. It's a neat little banker there. It'll get him in front of anybody that makes a mistake.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's all you really need to do sometimes. Just get yourself into a solid enough lap to be there if someone stuffs it up. Otherwise, just you're on the track ready to go. You got an hour's racing tonight, so get after it. Alright, next up. Grim Death. SLX Castrol Vortec Racing BMW. He's one of our wildcards tonight. He's an aggressive little racer, old Grim Death. Loves to get in a bit of a battle or two.
Yeah, absolutely. If he's sort of mid-pack, at the front of the mid-pack, he's good enough. He might upset a few people, and he'll be hard to pass because it's the last round. So
absolutely,
he'll be keen for a good result.
He's a very give it everything racer, Mr. Death. He gives everything to his race, and sometimes it comes off in not the best way for him, as he puts a lot of heat in those brakes, trying to warm those front tyres up. But at other times you see moments of magic there where he jumps a couple of guys, catches them unaware. He's very good at the aggressive pass. Catches the guys unaware there. Alright. Through hill corner. Sets himself up nice for mountain straight. Still left a little bit on the table on the outside. And the guys are a bit tedious with that ripple strip on the outside.
Yeah, I don't want to climb over it. That's the problem.
As you go into Griffins. Back a couple of gears. Get it on the inside there. Tucks in nicely. Just mounts the strip on the outside, but gets it under control. Into the cutting. Oh, a bit of a sliding entry there to double take on the steering. Gets it under control. Nice and smooth through the second part of the corner though. Going to climb up here towards Reed Park. Left a little bit on the track there as well. What's he like at the grade? Oh, plenty of room on the outside of the track there. So he's definitely nice and conservative across the top. Another one of the guys looks like he's just going to put in a nice solid lap. As he's looking down the hill. Almost ran out of road there.
He's going.
He's having a crack coming down. Nice into the elbow. Nice and straight. So you want to see a couple of guys get in there and they get the back brakes locked up and they'll slide in there a bit. He's got a really nice exit, so he's going to get maximum speed down the bottom of Conrod Straight here on the run to the chase. The Beamer's not a slouch in a straight line either, so she's a pretty solid car.
No, it's pretty quick in a straight line. It gives Aston a run for its money anyway.
Deep under brakes, nice and straight on the pull-up as well. Gets himself through the chase nicely. Oh no, he's come off wide on the outside!
Oh,
Bang!
no.
Into runner's hitch fence! Oh, that one hurt. That's 2 broken legs.
Yeah.
Bugger.
Reminiscent of the rat.
Yeah. He corrected it as a slight slide as he come out of the chase. He had a really good entry to the chase, and just as he put the gas on it, slid out a little bit. And he was a passenger from there. He couldn't pull it up before it got on the grass. And once it hits the grass, she's all over. Alright, top of the hill. Our next runner, Revolution. In that gorgeous... I'm going to go on a limb here and say VP error. Could be VL error. HRT livery. There's none other than Sean, aka Ghost, our resident commentator, with his final Supercars drive for Thrillhouse. This is it. Full-time retirement as of next season to focus his efforts on the box.
And this is a guy to look out for. He's
Absolutely.
got nothing to lose. He's got everything to gain.
Interestingly enough, Ghost has never podiumed Bathurst in the Thrillhouse era. First race here in Season 2, he missed a podium, finished 4th position in the BMW.
Which makes him even more hungry.
Exactly, and we didn't race here last season, so he didn't get a chance to do it on that dominant series last year either. So he's definitely keen for a podium tonight. But as we know, Ghost is really, really keen for the win. You can see through Hill Corner there, he gets it out nice and wide, uses up all the track. Times a mountain straight. This will be an aggressive lap. He's been a very quick guy in practice. He's up already. Sector 1. Alright, up to Griffins. He'll be on that inside line. That's it.
Oh,
look at that.
Throttle early there too.
He's been taking notes from Terry. Look at him, it's just poetry in motion across the top here. Right out to the fence, doesn't touch the fence, he's right out there, and again, right out wide to the wall there. He's got everything on the table at the moment. Can he keep it together? This second split will be massive.
Oh, good lord.
He's up by the sounds of that. Dances the Beamer down the hill. Look at this, not a mark on it too, hasn't touched the wall yet. Nice into the elbow, keeps it beautifully straight, plants it out the elbow nicely. This is a great run.
Yeah, this is going to be huge.
Now building up speed down Conrod Straight. How committed is into the chase. Woo-hoo. Into the chase, full commitment. Deep under brakes. Nice line. Look at that.
He's quick out of the chase as well.
It's going to be a good time. Murray's to go. Tucks it in nicely. Gets a good exit. A little bit of dust on the outside there. Don't reckon it'll affect him. Bang! 2:01.3. I know he's gone quicker than that, but I think he'd be pretty happy with that lap.
I forgot to send the next guy out. Sorry, guys. That was exciting.
He's alright. Oh, he just bended it at turn 2. Come on, Excalibur. Away we go.
this guy's keen for a good result too tonight. He's coming off arguably passing the season in the last round at Maggie, so it'll be good to see him get around here.
Absolutely. He's had some of his best finishes this season so far. Right up around the pointy end. Really nudging up around the back of that podium now. He's 4th and 5th position. He needs to... another guy here that'll be ready to stick it amongst the guys if they have a problem at the front. I feel that he'd be right behind that front pack.
Yeah, I think he will be. Well, he's already scratched the front of that too. Not very good.
Alrighty. And away we go. Into Murray's.
Come on, Excalibur.
Into one. Just jumps to your rebel ship on the inside. It just unsettles the car a bit across the apex of the corner. He's lost a bit of exit speed. I'm not expecting the first split to be overly good. He's looking for a low 18 across under the bridge there, I'm pretty sure, isn't it? Something around that?
Yeah, what was he? He's a 19-1 under the bridge.
Alright.
He's down a little bit.
Up the hill. You can make a lot of time up on the hill if you keep the car nice and straight and narrow. See it? Just tucks in nicely there. Another guy looks really fairly conservative there on the run up. So top leaves plenty on the right up through the grate. Oh, just touches the fence.
Playing the cautious game.
Oh, down the hill. Second split is into massive. What was the second split at? Was he close?
Split was no.
Okay.
Oh, actually, it's not too bad. He's 2/10 down.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
Oh, out of the elbow. Gives it a rub. Where he paint left on that thing by the time he gets across the line.
I'll need a reskin before the race.
Alright, what's the Mustang got in a straight line?
Oh, he's 4/10 down on Ghost Zone.
Yeah, it's still going to be good for a 201.7-ish around there, so that's still a pretty decent lap.
Yeah.
Nice through the chase. Really nice through the chase. Can he keep it together for Murray's?
Come on, Excalibur.
Oh, nice. Alright. What did he cross at?
202.45. So not too bad.
Through our supercars. His weight reduction is shaving off the vinyl layers. Alright, up next.
That's not too bad. That puts some P to it at the moment.
Well, there you go. See, kept in it.
Yeah, that's it. You never know until the fat lady sings there.
Exactly. Alright, next up, Shane Sky. He's had a really good season for Switchblade Sim Sports.
Yeah, they got form here too. Double podium the other day.
Yep.
So
yeah, they're definitely showing the Hyundai's got a lot of pace, these boys.
Yeah, I'm surprised how good the Hyundai is, to be honest. We all know it's quick across the top, but it more than makes up for it for it being so slow down the straights. So
it does struggle. I know I picked off a couple of my races coming down the straight, just walked past them. They had nothing for me, unfortunately.
Yeah, it felt pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yep, no, I'm just going to go past him at V8 Aston. See you later, buddy. And then we get the brakes in the chase. He just see ya.
Yeah, see you, mate.
Alright, away you go, Shane Sky. What's he got for us? I feel this is going to be a pretty good lap. Very solid operator, this fella. A little bit of wheel spin on the exit of Hill Corner there, but keeps it gathered up pretty well. There's another part where the car will struggle. Just this climb up the hill. No power and even less torque.
Where are we?
Oh, big slide into 2.
Hey. Oh, he's quickest.
Quickest across the first split.
Quickest to the first split.
Nice work. Can he keep it together? It's nice there again. How wide does he go to? Right out to the fence there. He's definitely on it. Nice straight exit there as well. Down to the grate. Right out towards the fence of the grate. He's onto it. Just misses the fence. Across skyline. Car's looking good. It's looking really good.
Yeah.
Right, down the hill.
Oh,
Look at it under brakes. Look at it under brakes. What a weapon.
He's only a 10th behind Sean across the top.
Come on, Shane, so get into it.
Oh, I think you hit the wall there.
Just a little nudge. Oh! Just took a coat of paint off it on the exit of the elbow there.
I think that'll cost him.
This is where it's going to hurt, coming down the straight. But he can brake really late for the chase.
He's nearly a second down on Sean's time down the straight, so...
He'd be kicking himself for that elbow exit, I reckon.
Yeah.
That hurt him. He was good through the chase as well, so he's chucked in there nice and deep. Into Murray's. Over the curb. Oh boy, keep hold of it. Across the line.
2.5. So not too bad. Pretty good for him. I'm going to put him third at the moment.
I think he'd be disappointed with that lap, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that last 200 or 300 metres coming down the hill really let him down. So, right, that's the game we play, isn't it?
Exactly. Luminous. Jandal Performance, TKR BMW.
Expecting mid-pack time here, to be honest. I think he'll line up about P7.
I see what you did there. I was wondering where you're going with that.
In that beautifully prepared TKR Jandal Performance Racing BMW. I shouldn't really give them too much stick because they're Kiwis, and someone might say. But, you know, we've got to be consistent with this, don't we? So,
we do. Great livery, that. Still waiting on one on the Aston, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Alrighty, away he goes. So far we've only had one guy make a mistake though, so a nice clean lap here will get him quite a long way up the grid. Nice and good. It was nice out of the hill corner there. It's got the car up the hill nice and straight.
Always quick.
Tucks in. Just gets inside the ripple strip there. Nice work. Right, this will be one of the big moments here. Nice and tight on the apex there. Oh no, wheel spin on exit as well. Gathers the car up, a little bit of a slide there on the second part of the corner. To top through where Courtney puts it in the fence. Murphy. It's looking nice across the top. Conservative, but nice. The car's looking very well balanced.
Yeah, we're coming up to sector 2 now.
Oh, just touches the fence there.
Yeah, he hasn't had a very good trip across the top this time. He's still on it, though.
How's it? Oh, slide into the elbow.
Oh.
Manages a straight line on the exit though, so he's going to get a good run out. Stretch the legs of the big BMW.
A beautiful looking livery too.
Oh, it's a great looking livery. Oh, how deep is he into the chase? He's very deep into the chase.
Yeah.
Little wiggle there. Just gets away with it.
Pretty tidy, really.
Yeah. Another one of those nice tidy laps. That's all you got to do in the shootout. You just got to get a tidy lap. Whoa! There's a bit of mock running. He jumps the curve on the outside of the circuit there.
Alright, the Luminous did a 2 minute 4.857. So that puts him about mid-pack, pretty close to 7th.
See how he goes for 7th for the qualifying overall.
He's 5th at the moment, so...
Alright, Lardas is next. Phoenix Motorsport, Red Bull Racing Hyundai. One of the pretty cars off the grid, this one.
Yeah.
I do quite like this livery. They've had a rough year at Phoenix, but they're always showing up for it. Always got the cars on the track. And I know they're gearing up.
Too.
They're gearing up for a big season next year too.
Yes.
Some rather large driver signings for their Group 3 team, as they announced the other day on Facebook. If you haven't seen that, guys, jump onto the Thrillhouse Facebook there and have a bit of a bo peep at the signings for next season. Some big names going to Phoenix. Really solid drivers. Staying with Hyundai too, these boys.
Yeah. I think that car will be pretty quick too.
Yeah, I do too. It's like this car's bigger brother. It's very similar to the way this one runs. What's he got up the hill? Come on, Lardas.
Yeah, right, he's about, 4.5 tenths down on Sean at the first sector.
Nice and smooth through too. Up the hill he goes. Tucks it in. It's very smooth.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, just gives the fence a little rub. He's definitely not leaving much on the... Oh, right out over the white line, coming through the grate. Little touch of the brakes.
Oh yeah, he's down quite a bit across the top. Surprising.
Oh, he's pushing down the hill too.
He's over a second down across the top.
Well, it still puts him in the mid 202s though.
Yeah, that's right.
The problem they have is Ghost was one of the earlier cars out, and Ghost put a time up that was as big as the mountain itself, so these guys have got to chase this ridiculous number. It must be hard on the guys there to come across one of the splits and see themselves with a red marker. Nice into the chase. Just gets a little bit of curb on the inside there, but gathers it up nicely.
Looking good.
Oh, another one that slides in there, gets it tidied up, and away he goes.
Right, 2 minute 3.874, so pretty much smack bang in the middle of the pack there.
Tidy enough.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
Alright, go. Oops, he jumped off the track earlier than I thought he would. Berry, next up. This is one of the bigger bangers for the night. This Hyundai here is a lot of potential to end up on the podium. Very, very solid driver.
As well.
Yeah.
I love these things.
All four of the Penrite cars look amazing this season.
Yeah, the matte black just pops. It's just amazing.
Counterpunch Racing. They've had a very solid season, Counterpunch. A lot of very good points hauls from all of their drivers across the board, really, considering. Not all he might do.
Trying to burn some fuel on the out lap too.
I'll put a little bit of extra pressure on him. We'll go on his bonnet cam for this lap.
Oh.
I'm going to be that guy. Alright.
Why not?
Into Murray's.
Come on, Barry.
Avoid that curb, that's it.
Bet they do a little Hyundai they could.
Away we go. Into Hell Corner. On the gas nice and early, gathers it up, uses all the track there. Use a little bit of extra runoff on the side there as well to catch that outside tyre. And they run up to Griffin's. First split coming up here under the bridge.
Oh, he's less than the 10th off Sean.
Alright, in the Griffins. Really nice and wide. He gets loose on the entry there. It was a wide entry. Just gets away with it there. Through the cutting. That short shift there. Out of the cutting to catch the wheel spin. Right, down to the Great Reed Park. Nice and wide out to the fence there. And again, can you keep up the wall? Nah, catches the wall.
Yeah.
Through McPhillamy under Skyline.
Just waiting for the sector. Yeah, he's not bad through there.
Oh, wow. He had a real dip down through there. He cleared the grass on the inside verge.
It's about half a second down on Sean across the top.
Yeah, this could be for the front row then. What's he like down Conrod? Gets a nice exit out of the elbow. He's revving the nuts off this poor little Hyundai as he comes down the straight. Over the crest. He's going to have to go wide and brake late. Uses the extra bit of road there. Straight line to the corner a bit. Brakes just before the 150 mark.
Yeah, geez, he's not much slower than Sean to the third sector. He's less than a 10th behind.
Alright. Into Murray's. Oh, another one with a big slide through Murray's. It's going to be a pretty good time.
Yeah, it's going to be a very good time.
How'd he go?
2.24. Wow.
Nice lap.
Nice lap.
Dadson, he's doing a very good job. Thanks, Dadson.
They put some P2 at the moment.
Alright. Here comes Glazer. The second of the Revolution SB Tools Racing BMWs.
With a 17 on the side.
Yeah, I wasn't going to mention that. That's been irking me the whole time. It's so weird seeing a 17 on that car. This will be a good lap, I feel. Glazer's had a lot of pace this season, a lot of potential. I know he's been upset with himself a couple of times where he's made a mistake. But these Revolution cars are very, very quick packages. Dark the bad doctor, I wish I could race. You've already had 2 cracks at it, mate.
Down by 2/10 at the first sector.
Untidy and up through there as well. Can he catch it up at the cutting? Really wide entry. He's wide in the cutting. Big slide entry. He's got some work to do now to catch this one up. He was really chasing the car up the hill there. Nice through the grate though. A little wiggle on exit. The car looks very unstable.
Alright, what's he got to the second sector? He's about half a second down on Sean to the second sector.
How many we got to go after him?
4 to go.
4 to go. Who's next?
Filthy. If I can find him, there he is.
Oh, cheers, Puma. Nothing to do with me, mate. If I wasn't in the box, someone else would be. Here he comes.
Alright.
Okay, how's Glazer recovered that lap?
Oh, 203.666.
Oh, we caught that one on stream, Filthy! He's going to be cheesed off at that. he overrun into 2 there and put it in the fence on the outside just as I got to him. So everyone saw that. Sorry, buddy. So this is the second of the Cornerstone BMWs. Harvey Norman sponsored in this stunning retro livery this round.
Yeah, I really like that.
So it's a lesson in what a very simple livery can do. Like that is basically a red stripe, but the way that the car's been set up with the red stripe and the nice number on the side, and the way that the sponsors have all been set out, the car looks very good. Definitely retro. Another one of the guys here. This is another guy that's similar to Excalibur, where he'll be ready to pounce on the front pack if they mess up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excalibur. Yeah, we caught yours on stream, mate. Don't worry, that's definitely there. You'll be able to clip it. We'll get the moth to clip it. Alright, warming the tyres up at the bottom of the hill here. What's Filthy got in the kick bag? He's been hit or miss with qualifying lately. A couple of rounds he's popped himself up in the top 4 or 5, and a couple of other ones he's missed his qualifying marker and ended up at the back somewhere. But come race time, you usually find him in the back of the podium somewhere, 4th or 5th or 6th, around that sort of position. Usually fighting with Excalibur.
He's pretty solid. Alright, here we go. But are we 3 tenths down at the first sector?
That first sector's sounding up pretty good, isn't it? That was nice to Griffins. Into the cutting. Tips it in nice and low. Nice on the brakes.
He's on the gas early there too.
You got that really shallow exit line too, so he got on the gas nice and straight and early.
Looking good so far.
Left a little bit of real estate on the side there. Oh, nice and close to the fence there though. So McPhillamy. Cross sky, this is where you get yourself all wound up, coming down the hill. Smooth as fast.
Half a second down at the second sector.
That's solid though, could still be front row. The Beam's got a trump card in him, it's about to play. Oh no, that's got to bugger him. Just grabbed that inside brake coming down into the elbow there, and it's basically pulled it up. I do believe you're correct there, Sinister. Shane's got a really good first sector there. Into the chase. Full commitment into the chase there from Filthy. Pulls it up nice. He might recover a fairly decent time out of this. He's lost a bit coming down the hill, but the good one spun too, I can see it on the map. He's going to get away with it though.
Here we go. A bit loose around the last corner. Crosses the line. 2 minute 4.449.
He'll be disappointed in that, I think, as he puts it into the sand. Alright, look at this battle damage on the front of Goodmon's car. So this is a special livery for Cruiser Motorsport. Cartex have decided to cover the Goodmond as well for the final round of the season. So a very similar livery to what Team Principal Cruising's been running for the Goodmond tonight. And he's unfortunately the only Cruiser Motorsport car to be racing tonight, with a late withdrawal from Dazza in the SB Tools Mustang. So high flying the flag for Cruising tonight on his own, Goodmont. Definitely one to watch tonight. He's going to be quick, usually up around the pointy end of the pack.
And let's hope he hasn't taken the fuel gauge out of the boss's car either.
That was a brave full strategy from Cruising the other night.
That was unreal.
Alright, what's he got left for us here? Nice and slow into the final corner, trying to get himself set up for a really good exit. Maximum speed along the main straight. Away we go. This could be a good lap, this one.
Yeah, he's third last out, so looking to see some colours on the monitor anyway.
How's the first split going to look? Here it comes.
Oof. What is it? He's 2 tenths down.
Alright, into the cutting. Very quick entry into the case on that wider line through the cutting. Haven't seen many people take that line.
Does him good though, he gets out of there really well.
Oh, he's definitely on it. He's not leaving a lot of space off the extra track there. Oh, through the grate was fast. Oh,
yes,
just keeps off the fence. This is quick too. He's definitely committed. Sector 2 is going to be massive. Here it comes.
Oh yes, very nice. Less than half a second down.
He might be on for a front row here for the Goodmont. That'll be huge for Cruiser Motorsport. Get the car in the front row of the grid. Oh, big slide through the elbow. Just gathers it up through the elbow. Right, down the hill. Mustang's pretty quick in a straight line.
Oh wow, he's made up a lot of time.
Here we go. He's on it now. The nerves are building up. You can see he's fast. He's going too deep.
Oh no!
Oh
he's
no!
lost it. Oh.
That's what it was. That sector split popped up, and he went, "Oh, I'm on here."
Yeah.
And he's off here.
Yeah.
Those sector splits are the worst thing that can happen to you on a good lap like that. Keeping it, son. Oh, that's going to be disappointing.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy. 206.289.
Oh. Yeah, that's upsetting. He'd be furious at himself for that.
Alright.
Next up, Hijacker. In with the shot for the championship, I do believe.
Yes, very much so. And he's coming off doing the Sunday race as well, so he's going to be pretty hot to trot. I'm expecting some pretty handsome numbers from this guy tonight.
Here we go. Redline Racing, Pepsi Max Mustang.
Beautiful Liverpool car too.
It's my favourite car in Thrillhouse, and this one in particular. I love the colour of the blue. I love the way the livery fits the car. It is a testament to what it's supposed to be. Looks perfect.
Take note, Tickford.
Very wild through turn 1 there, hill corner. Might have heard his first split.
Yeah, it's 1/10 down.
Not too bad then. I thought it would have been heard of that because he got a little bit out in the grass there as he climbs up the hill towards the cutting. What's he going to do? I'm sure he'll be in the inside line.
I'll tell you what, his outlet was pretty quick too.
A couple of these guys are really keen on an outlet. They're pretty keen for a quick one.
Yeah.
Oh, just touches the fence there. Will it unsettle him at all? Doesn't look like it. He's still on it. Down towards the grate. Nice and wide through the grate there. This is committed. Oh, just touches the fence.
Little touch.
He hit that secondary bump too as he hit the ripple strip there. Got the car wide across the skyline. Keep it tidy, son.
Oh, 2 tenths down on Sean's time across the second sector.
He can make it up here still. He's on it. He's definitely committing. Car is dancing down the hill. Right, this is going to be really important. Exit from the elbow. Really important exit here. Nice and wide to the fence.
Well done.
A little bit of a tail slide again too. Another one that got the back end out a little bit, but just a straight line the exit. Hope he doesn't hurt him too much at the bottom of the straight. He's going to be on it here though.
Oh, he's less than a tenth down. This is going to be seriously quick.
Oh, nice through the chase. This is on. This is on.
Come on, son.
One to go. Got to get nice and clear through Murray's. Do not touch that inside ripple strip.
Good
Nice
boy.
line. Nice line through Murray's. This is going to be a quick one. Can he take it from Ghost? Bang, he does.
Oh, he has.
201, 158.
Well done.
Oh, what a lap. Whew. All right,
Wow.
up next. Scotty. Ragged
Come
Edge.
on, Scotty.
BOC Aston Martin. Another one of the big hitters for tonight. And he has got everything to race for tonight. Current championship leader. Needs a solid finish tonight. I think he needs a pretty conservative finish tonight to be able to hold on. But as we've seen these races go so far, we've had a lot of dropouts, a lot of failures, a lot of big spins, big crashes.
Yeah, I think he'll be aiming for a top 3 or 4 anyway, because anything below the second row has just been absolute drama. So.
Exactly. Cannot afford to get caught in the soup, and he'd be aiming for pole position because that's another point. You got to remember that too. Pole position and fastest lap are both worth extra points for you as well. So there's still to play for. And Scotty's not a kind of guy that, as you've seen throughout the season, he's not a guy that's really conservative. He likes to get up in amongst it. If you can get this race win, he'll definitely take it.
And I'm pretty sure he's driving the only fat Aston in the field.
I do believe you're correct there, sir. Most of the Astons are down in Super B.
Yeah.
Puts up hand.
But that's alright.
Cautiously. Big slide out of hell corner there. Oh, as he climbs the hill. This is where the Aston's got a big hit of power up the hill. Not super quick across the top.
It's 2 tenths down on Hijacker, who's got the fastest first sector now.
Alright. Nice Sir Griffins. A little bit extra on the exit there, but he just gets it out nice and straight. Into the cutting. Tucks it in early. Oh, big wiggle under brakes there. He catches it up though. Just riding the brake a bit later than everyone else. Gets a nice exit. Right out to the fence there as well. Nicely done. Oh,
Jesus,
just touches the wall. He's definitely having a dip. He's having a real dip here, guys. I'd love to see this Aston on the front row. Across the top. Nice over skyline.
2 tenths down on Sean.
He's holding pace with Hijacker. Nice down the hill so far. Oh, big out of shape moment there in the run to the elbow. Gets a good exit though. This is where the Aston's trump card is going to get played. It's got a massive amount of power down the hill here. And away we go.
Here we go. 3rd sector. Oh, he's quickest.
Under brakes.
By 10th.
Under the brakes. It's wiggly under brakes. Oh, can he catch it? Oh, that was close. That nearly come undone for him there. Just caught the grass in the braking zone. 1 corner to go. Nice line. Nicely done.
There.
Little wiggle on exit. It's going to be a quick time nonetheless.
Flat.
He does it!
Yes, well done.
2 minutes .960. Flashes the light, son. Well done. Big slide there. What a way to start the day. Wow, what a lap.
That was crazy good.
Woo!
Same goes, you saved the best for last. Well, here we have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely, guys. What do you think of that, chat? That's what we wanted to see. 2 last guys, both going better. Chat's lighting up. Good to see. Alright, so a couple of minutes, guys, for the grid to be organised. And then we'll get started on the pre-race procedures of virtual safety car and talk amongst yourselves, guys, as I can see you doing it. Also got, hey, Scotty's on the board. Captain, how are ya? Buffer, V8. Hey, Shizza. Dilza Dugga Dugga. I agree. It's going to be a great lap. This is going to be a great race. There's a 4 or 5 guys at the front now. I'm putting the Goodmond up there too, to be honest. He did bollocks his lap up, but I feel he's got the pace to be up there. Okay, guys, so before we get stuck into this whole racing thing tonight, we're going to need to go through our normal procedure of I need a podium. What do you reckon the other thing we're going to give him tonight, Jimmy? What are you feeling?
I don't know. What have we got left? It's the last race of the season. Where's the person that started last going to be after the first corner?
Okay, there you go, guys. How many positions is the guy running 13th going to make up in the first couple corners?
Yeah,
so we'll get Jimmy to keep an eye on him. We'll keep an eye on it for Griffin's Bend. There's a good lap, Excalibur.
Yes, it's the
Thrillhouse goes full savage. Thrillhouse goes full savage. He goes 13 positions up to turn 2. Wow. Well, it's going to be a tough day at the office for everyone else then. Captain says he'll be 6th. Okay, Shizer says Ghost to win from Scotty and the Goodmond.
Ooh.
Scooter says Scotty to win it from Ghost and Hijacker. Car starting at the back will make up 2 spots. Travis Norman says P7. Dadson says Ghost, Hijacker, Goodmond for the podium. Goodmond says he'll send it. Good to see, mate. Keep it clean, Jellybean. Puma says Ghost, Hijacker, Goodmond for the podium. Burnsy says they'll be through to 10th. Dilsey says 13th to 6th. Puma's calling Scotty takes title. Burnt Charlotte goes Hijacker, Ghost, Goodmond. No left for Scotty there. Wolfer says Scotty, Ghost, Hijacker. Supercar says Hijacker, Ghost, Scotty. Good to see you, Mikey. Captain says whoever's in 4th is going to get hammered into turn 1. Unlucky. It's a pretty awkward spot to be, P4. Very short front straight before turn 1. And you're stuck there on the outside, so if someone behind you gets a good start, you're in a bit of a world of problems. Excalibur, Scotty, Ghost, Hijacker. Cruisin says Goodmond's going to win it from Ghost. I don't know, non-bias there from Cruisin as well. Good to see. Dadson went from 7th to 13th for the second quarter. Yeah, that's going the wrong way though, Dadson. Shizer's called it. Luminous to finish 7th. Dills is calling the Hoonie for an upset, so he reckons the Hyundai's going to win the race tonight. So that's looking at you, Barry. Sinister, Ghost, Scotty. They're all saying Ghost is going to win it. I'm not sure how he feels about that. Scotty, Hijacker, Ghost there from Travis. Fast slap Scotty from Sinister. Clinny Go-Go.
Who's going to go the 3-stop?
Yeah, well, that's the interesting one too, isn't it? What will Scotty do, being the only Aston on the grid? Little fuel advantage for the Aston Martin. He's sort of out there in no man's land against cars that are more thirsty than what he is running at. Mez, Scotty to win from Ghost and Hijacker. Clinny Gogo says Hijacker, Scotty, Goodmond for the podium, and last is going to get 9th position by turn 2. Barry's calling it. He reckons he's there. You're the man tonight, Barry. You're the great white Hyundai Hope.
I'm just double checking the grid here.
Yeah, you're right, mate. It's all good. These guys are still going for hell for nails here. Travis reckons Scotty's going to 3-stop it in the Aston, cover the rest of the field off. Is anyone going to be brave enough to 2-stop in a BMW or something?
Don't 1-stop, please. That doesn't work.
What's Hijacker going to do, do you reckon? Mustang. Is he? He's one of only 2 Mustangs in the field.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be... I think he 2-stopped. He 2-stopped on Sunday pretty good.
They're calling the safety car to hit 2 walls tonight, just so you know.
Oh, come on, lads.
The Moth is called Ghost by Conrad to win the race. Oh boy. That's a big call there, Moth. There's some quick guys in tonight's race. Thrillhouse is called a no-stopper for the night. Supercar, the safety car's going to no-stop.
I think that's a pretty safe bet.
Jim Bob into the cuddy on both warm-up and lap 1.
Oh.
Mez is straight up savage tonight.
No faith. God. Johnny
Hill's given Glazer driver of the day. Travis is saying Scotty by the mountain. Clinty says safety car for 1 spin.
Thanks, guys.
Mez is like, just like Supercars B, you think I missed it, mate? Wow.
They're savage, aren't they?
Just make sure you put yourself on the grid, mate, and make sure you put yourself on the back of the grid.
Yes.
We did a test start before, and the safety car was off pole. That was interesting on the run to turn 1.
Well, not the safety car made it to turn 1, but you know. I had my blinker on, everyone got out of the way, it was alright.
This is it, the good mon. People are
savages tonight.
They keep saying I'm the best safety car driver at Thrillhouse, but I'm automatic transmission full traction control on the safety car. Duh. It makes sense. It doesn't have to go that fast. It just needs to go straight.
Okay.
Knuckles reckons nobody to save fuel and everybody race for an hour. He's been calling that all week.
Sorry guys, I'm still double checking everything. I want to get it right, you know?
You're right. These guys notice it when you get it wrong, so make sure it's right. Make sure it's right above all else. Captain disappointed. Yeah. Have I crashed it this season? No. There you go. I saved money on repairs for the safety car. You know how expensive those Mercedes panels are? I have to go all the way out to CP Motorsport to start getting panels from them. A couple of minutes before the start, so there'll be a virtual safety car lap and a safety car lap. So you've probably got 5 or so minutes to go. Dick Withers, fuel saving is for nerds. Love it. That's it. I do believe that'll happen tonight, Johnny. Last ever race for this is the last ever race for Super 2. It comes under a new title next season, and I'm sure these boys are going to put on a real show. One of those guys, he put a safety car in the BMW dealership. It was the right colour too for a Super 2 one. Clinty Go says, in all serious, 3-car crash into turn 2. Come on, Clint.
One.
Turn 2 not again. Oh yeah, Cap. I felt so bad for you tonight when I watched that, mate. Saw that big ass and backwards with the wheels spinning. Thought, oh no, poor bugger. Absolutely, there, Mikey. I couldn't agree with you more, mate. When's the BMW barbecue? Yes, that'll be after Sunday night's race. So all BMW team owners are invited to bring their car for a bonfire pile. We're going to torch all the GR4 BMWs and push them off the mountain. Now's the time, good mon. If you need to go and have a nervous wee, I'd go do it now. Catch up on the VESC lap. Yeah, this is the part for the guys that sit in the pits now. Right, done my shootout lap. Right, let's go. Can we burn the BMWs before the race? Well, we could, but I'm sure the championship contenders wouldn't be overly impressed with that. How many cars actually been supercars without the BMWs? Knuckles is up. We got the addresses for the BMW owners. How we looking there, buddy?
Nearly there. But us.
Kick him out for a virtual safety car lap, so I got him on the track. Let him warm up. Oh. Well, Flatstick's decided to go and do something else. Alright. Alright, let's go to the track, guys. A bit of a bow peep what we got going on. So the guys will get themselves sort of settled out here. Go find Scotty.
Flat stick go.
He might be back in a second. I reckon he just dropped out for a second. Just give him a second to pop back in. I haven't seen or heard anything yet. Oh, one was in the fence there. On the first virtual safety car lap. Good to see.
Alright, I have a grid.
Very good.
It took me a while, but I got one.
All yours, sir?
Off pole is Scotty in the Aston Martin. P2 is Hijacker in the Pepsi Max. Mustang Ghost in the HRT Beamer is third. Fourth is Barry in the Hyundai. Fifth is Mr. Excalibur. Sixth is Shaneski. Seventh Glazer. Eighth is Lardas. Ninth is Flat Stick when he comes back, and if he comes back.
Here he comes.
There he is, hopefully. 10th is Luminous. Filthy's 11th. The Goodmond is 12th. And wrapping up the field is Grim Death in 13th position.
So when he enters, just double check Flat Stick's return to his normal position. And then pop yourself out of supercar, safety car. These guys are gearing up to go for it. They're already starting to get amongst it now on the warm-up.
No, he's not in yet.
Come on, Flat Stick.
Come on, Flat Stick. Alright, Flat Stick.
Terry's got straight savage into the chat. He goes, multi-car pilot lap 1, turn 2, and in the Discord meltdown post-race. Oh, Terry, you savage. Alright, Flat Stick's back on track. Captain's in the city working. She's about to see the fireworks from here. I love it, guys. Keep it up. It's awesome to see.
I'm way behind, aren't I?
Yeah, just pop up there for a second. They'll go around again. See, it's fine. Flat Stick jumping out. Was he in position, or did he pop out of position?
No, he popped out. I'd
Yeah.
come back in again.
Cool. Cruisen's popped in saying Excalibur's running a cruising tune in the Mustang. That's interesting. So what do we got? We got one Aston Martin, we got a Mustang, a Beamer, a Hyundai. So all 4 manufacturers are for the top 4 positions. That's interesting. Great to see. Then another Mustang, then another Hyundai, then another Beamer, then another Hyundai, then another Beamer, all the BMWs, another Mustang. Grim Death in the Beamer, Flat Stick in the Beamer, and then a Mercedes on the back of the grid there. Alright. Just got to get some into those tyres now. Hijacker's with him, Ghost is staying right on them too. The gamesmanship's already started, guys. The top 3 have broken away. And they're just playing funny buggers in each other's mirrors here. Just mucking around in the mirrors here, just giving themselves a bit of a G up. So we've got the championship contenders in first and second at the moment. And then we've got Ghost with nothing to lose, currently P3. Now, Scotty in the Aston, he can nail this start. He'll get himself a good bit of gap because that thing is a rocket ship off the line. Hijacker and Ghost are pretty even. Stevens and Mustang and the BMW, so see how they go. Watch for Berry on the outside of road 2. Alright, here we are with Big Bird's final appearance. Bright yellow Mercedes. Supercar, safety car. Get your words right, Lucas. For a complete angular Bentley for all your fishing needs. I'm not going to do the big spiel that Ghost does because he does it better than me. I don't want to sound like a tryhard.
Oh, come on, mate. Go and see Claude at complete angle Bentley. Tell him Jim Bob and the Good Doctor sent you.
There you go.
There you go.
I wasn't going to cut your grass there, Sean, but Jim Bob jumped right in with his mower, provided by Captain. Yeah, thanks there, Mikey. Exactly right. Do it once, get it right.
There we go.
I've been on the receiving end of getting the grid wrong before, guys, so it's not a pleasant place to be. Here we go, guys, too. Look, get your fishing gear here. Complete Angle Bentley website in the chat. Jump on board, guys. Save it to your favourite spa. Look at Scotty giving the safety car a real hurry up down Conrod here. Look at the weaving going on. Do not bend it in the chase.
Oh no, don't worry about that.
He's out of control. Scotty's giving you the hurry up, isn't he? He's keen to get this going now, Scotty. Ghost is right on the back of Hijacker as well now. These guys are ready to go. Nearly come undone. Alright, safety car peels off. Look at the gamesmanship from Scotty now. He's backed them all back up again.
Good boy, Scotty.
Comes in the run of the last corner, just jams the brakes on and backs them all up.
Final race for Super 2A. Gee, I really stuffed that up.
Final Super 2 race at all. This is it. This is it for Super 2. Here
we go. Watch out for Barry out of 4th from that Hyundai. That'll be super quick off the line too.
Thanks for the bits there, Dilza. Alright, away we go. Super 2, Group A, final race at Bathurst. And we're away. Barry with a rocket start off road 2. We just saw that one coming off the clip there. Scotty gets him under control through 1 there. Tucks in nicely. Goes 2nd. Look at the battle for 5th there. Shane Sky and Hijacker. Hijacker's had a horrible start there off road 2. Tucks in nicely around the Berry. Look at him running up the hill there. So it looks like Ghost had a bit of a rough run out of Hell Corner there because he's got him backed right up behind him as Scotty gets a nice lead there. 0.7 into turn 2. This is the big one. How's last place looking?
Yeah, no, everybody got through there pretty clean, and I'm a little bit disappointed if I'm honest, but good on the
Oh,
boys.
Scotty gets it sideways up to the up to the cutting there. Gets real sideways in the Aston. Cold tyres, Scotty. Keep it under control, son.
Oh, we've had big jumpers at the cutting.
Oh, no.
With Scalaver, flat stick. And Lardas.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
All right. Cold tyres, guys. So Shane's guys kept on board with these the 4 litres at the moment. He's not going to let them go. Could be a bit of a dark horse there in the Switchblade Hyundai. Anyway, down Conrad they go.
Everybody off the beat seems to have settled down now, so get them into the rhythm.
Scotty's walking at the moment. He's 1.6 seconds clear in the run into the chase.
Wow.
This is a championship winning performance so far from Scotty. Pole position.
Yeah, he's doing all he needs to do, isn't he?
Exactly right. Well, Ghost had a problem through the chase, and we just saw that in the background there. So Barry and Hijack have both jumped him. As soon as I took the camera off him.
It's always the way though, isn't it?
So Barry now running in position number 2 with Hijacker in 3. And we've got Ghost there currently P4 with Shane Sky right behind him. Glazer there currently position number 6. Grim Death. The good one's up to 8th already from the back of the grid.
Wow.
Not bad. Luminous running well in 9th. Filthy in 10th. And we go back to the guys at the bingle in the first lap. So we've got Lardas, Flat Stick and Excalibur off the very back of the race. Only 20 seconds off the lead though, Excalibur, so don't give up from there. Back to the leaders. So Scotty, 2.1 seconds clear, but the battle is for second at the moment. Hijacker and Berry up the hill. Mustang is nice and wide there looking. He's managed to clear Berry at some stage there.
Yeah, good ones. The good one, Luminous and Filthy having a ripper here.
Duck back there then. We're at position number 8.
Yeah.
Good line, Luminous, Filthy.
Now. That's on camera show.
Back up to the front pack there, so Hijacker. Currently clear of Berry there, but Berry's still hanging on there. And Ghost is looking to recover from losing a couple of spots here. I believe it was the top of the... Oh, okay. Oh, righto. So apparently there's a glitch on the grid order there at the start. So Ghost has redressed the grid order at the start of the first lap there, coming on the Conrod. He's let these guys go through. Oh, keep it under control there, Scotty. Just let him catch that grass again. Hijacker in P2 looking pretty solid there in the Mustang. He's just starting to really sort of just bring that gap back towards Scotty now. 1.5 seconds now. And he's still settled down a bit with Berry. Berry's just tucked in nicely behind him there.
Ghost had a big lose at the last corner.
I saw him go wide there. This will be the first time he's really had to chase this season. But I know he's got something in his playbook for this. He'll be up and about it.
He hasn't got a championship to worry about either, so it'll be worth keeping an eye on.
Shane's guy there, currently sitting in 5th position. Nice and tidy, waiting for these front guys to get into a bit of a battle. I'm sure he'll be on them fairly quickly if they do. Hang on, looks like the front of the pack's really grouping up again. 1.2 seconds now to the lead. So either Scotty's backing off, or Hijacker and Berry are catching him up. What do you do here if you're Scotty? Do you run, or do you sort of just maintain a gap? Given the Aston's fuel advantage?
I'd probably just fuel save, I think, as long as I can keep the gap. That's basically the same, as long as I don't make any more time.
Oh, he just lost a buckle at a time there down the hill. You've got it all wrong through the dipper. Hijacker's on him now. 0.6.
Hijacker's not going to mess around either.
No, he's not. He's going to ready to smash this. Hijacker's already got the fastest up of the race with a 2:01.6 on lap 2. Thanks for coming. And he tucks into the back of their Aston Martin now as they come down the hill. Aston's got some pace down Conrod, but the Mustang's not far behind for speed, especially in the slipstream.
Yeah, that's right. And depending on what gear ratios the guy's running, you know, it's pretty close.
Look at Hijacker under brakes. Look at him under brakes.
Sticking Excalibur in the wall at the Forest Elbow.
Oh dear.
Massive.
Oh
Yeah.
dear, boys.
I think we put the mucker on poor old Excalibur.
Yeah, not having the best of runs back there at the moment, are they? Good buddies, those two. Cruiser wants to know what fuel stage language are we speaking here. What's that?
Filthy and Lardas have gone off at the chase too. Good
Oh
Lord.
boy.
Filthy's lost a lot of time there.
Come on, lads. Keep it together. I'm sticking with the lead of the race at the moment because these guys are really closed up. And I want to see what Hijacker does. I do not want to miss this front of the lead.
Yeah, everyone else has spread out pretty good. So
They've spread out quite a bit, haven't they?
They've done that really early too.
Does the Austin have a weakness? Sorry, autocorrect, Dilza. Yeah, it's got no brakes, Dilza, at all.
Yeah, it's terrible down the hill, mate.
It's got little wooden circles of that size of Vegemite tin lids, and you put your foot on it, and then it sends a fax back to England, and then they send a return fax, and it tells the brakes to start doing their thing.
Yeah, they're a little bit old-fashioned, the brakes in the big hill.
I think Hijacker's just... Oh, Scotty with another big slide there. Hijacker's definitely getting under his feathers here because he's right on his back bumper. Doesn't look to be pushing too hard. He's just sticking the nose in the back. He gets those lines right though, Hijacker.
Yeah.
He's not getting suckered in to follow on the rear bumper of the Aston. He's driving his own race.
It's a lot of rear bumper to follow though, let's be honest.
Tucks in nicely behind the slipstream again. He is closing the gap too, so the Mustang is actually doing well in the slipstream for the Aston Martin. Into the chase again. Look at the Mustang on the brakes. Just gets right up on the back bumper of the Aston Martin. Hijacker's one of those guys too that's just going to sit here for a bit and wait for his moment. I don't think he'd be one of those guys that's going to dive in there. They managed to drop Berry off now. They're 2 seconds clear of Berry in position number 3, who's got Ghost slowly catching him up. Back to the battle pack at the front though. He might have a look here into turn 2. He's tucked right up under the back of the Aston here. Will he go to the inside? Scotty gets to the middle of the track, goes to cover it a bit. Hijacker shows the headlight, then brakes.
Ghost is purple on the first sector.
Ghost has warmed the tyres up in the Beamer, so expect a quick lap out of him shortly. So that says to me that Hijacker's just happy there to sit at the moment, unless Scotty makes a big mistake. Because he had the whole run up Mountain Straight there to be able to stick his nose out. And now he's just loosened the gap a little bit now. He's back out to 0.7.
You wouldn't want to go too much more than that, he'll lose the toe if he gets too much further out than that.
Watch him down the hill. I think he's pretty quick down the hill here, old Hijacker. He's probably going to get up some space.
Scotty's responding, he's purple by 3/10.
Yeah, right.
At the second sector.
Well, that's good too. The Aston's tyres have caught up to the game then.
Yep.
He just touches the fence there on the run of the elbow again.
Got a good solid exit.
Mustang got a great exit from the elbow.
Ghost and Berry will be on at the chase too.
I might switch back to these guys for a second, give someone else a bit of TV time. The Ghost is on the back of Berry now, 0.7, and the gap is starting to close. He's definitely on the charge here now, Ghost. Looking for that elusive podium at Bathurst. He'd expected the chase nice and straight by the looks of it. Keep an eye on those guys in a minute. Back to the leaders. Let's see what Hijacker does now. He's going to tuck right up under the Aston here. Oh, really wide out of hell corner for Hijacker. Scotty gets the fastest lap with a 2:01.133 there on lap 6. Lap 5.
He's had another moment. He's gone right back into the clutches of Excalibur here at the chase.
Oh boy. We'll whip back through the field in a minute, guys. I'm just going to keep an eye on this little battle here. because it's on here. What's Hijacker do this time? He looks content to just sit behind him at the moment. I think he might be nicking a bit of tow here to save some fuel in the Mustang. Look who's 7th, by the way. Just saying.
Of course he is.
Oh, Scotty gets it really wide there. Look at Hijacker though, he's right on him across the top. This is sink or swim for these boys now. Someone's going to make a mistake.
Yeah, it's either one of them or both of them, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's getting tightened up for third position too. I want to go back to it, but I don't want to miss this battle because as soon as I get off him, someone's going to pass. Oh, they're not leaving much on the table now. Good exit from the Mustang again out of Forest Elbow. Look at him gaining the speed on him down the hill. 2.9. Will he have a look into the chase? Sure not. 1.8, 1.8, 1.7. He's getting closer. Does he dive? He has a look into the chase. Under brakes.
Well, just
great.
Watching Sean and Barry and saw it up in the top screen.
Oh, that was on then too. Great presence of mind from both drivers there too. As they go at it again up the hill. Right, we're going to tempt fate here.
Sean got a nice exit out of it.
We're going to try and tempt fate them and just jump back to third. Okay, how are these boys looking? So Ghost is within half a second of Berry now on the run to turn 2. Front guys, there's no position change at the front there, luckily. Ghost gets a nice run through Griffins there. Berry just touches the wall on the outside if you saw that one. Through the cutting. BMW's looking really nice.
Scotty's pulled away a little bit.
Oh, good.
Both at the wall on the way up the top.
Stay with these guys a bit longer there, if that's the case. Tell you what though, Berry's now 1.5 seconds at the back of Hijacker and they're closing. So this could be a 4-car battle that we've been absolutely salivating over all week. We've definitely dropped Shane's guy off though. He's gone way back. He's 7 seconds off the back of Ghost now.
Wow.
He's had an issue somewhere.
All four manufacturers in the top 4 as well.
This is the Thrillhouse Supercars parody playing perfectly. Look at this gap closing up. It's 1.3 seconds to Hijacker now for Berry. He's closing in on the leaders. Gap between Shane Sky and Glazer. We are at 8 seconds. So it's definitely spread out a bit there. Glazer is on him out by himself as well. Luminous in 7th. Gaps for days back here, guys.
Yeah, they're all out by themselves basically.
The lead pack is the closest.
A huge moment. He's way behind now. He's 20 seconds behind Flat Stick.
Did he pit? Take tyres or anything?
Yes, he has. Sorry, he's filled up and put new tyres on. Which means it must be time for a tyre and fuel update. So, starting at the top, Scotty's got a quarter of a tank left and his tyres are they're mediums and so they're not wearing very well. They're wearing very well, actually. There we go. Hijacker's got just over a quarter of a tank. Tyres are the same. Berry is wringing the neck out of his Hyundai. It's just about going to hit the fuel light. So
oh wow, that pay.
It'll have to come in very soon.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's not very good. Ghost has got just over a quarter of a tank. Shansky's got just over a quarter of a tank. Glazer is on a pretty good fuel save. He's halfway between quarter and half full.
Nice work.
Luminous is just over quarter. The good one's just over quarter. Lardas is just under a quarter. SSL Def is bang on a quarter. Filthy's just above a quarter. Flat Stick's quarter of a tank. And yeah, Excalibur's must have pitted on the last lap, so he's filled up. His tyres are pretty good.
Oh, top of the lead. Scotty must have had an
Yeah.
issue, guys. Just as we got back from the tyre and fuel update. It's running down the straight now,
and-
side by side down Cotton Rod Straight. Here we go. Mustang versus Aston Martin.
And Ghost has got a half a second penalty as well.
Oh wow, must have been something big up and up over the
Yeah.
top. Alright, into the chase. Hijack has a little look, not quite there. Scotty goes very deep under brakes. Well, that's about as deep as you want to throw that Aston. Right. Does Berry pit? In goes Berry. Everyone will be raising their eyebrows at that going, wow, okay, already? Awkward.
Oh, he's got no fuel left at all. on
Oh,
that
look at
thing.
these two going. Scotty sideways. That's going to hurt Sean, actually, because he's lost his toe.
Yeah, he has. And he had a bit of a... got very wide at the last corner too.
Were you looking at Berry in the pits going, okay, that's interesting. Not what I expected. Yeah, side by side on the straight, Aston goes, nah, mate. I've got power, remember? Aston leader, Aston Martin V8 power. Oh, hijack it to turn 2! Down the inside! Oh, that was a brave move. Straight into the door of Scotty there. Straight on the redress though from hijack. Great to see. Not sure if he outbraked himself there or he thought he was on, but Scotty shut the door.
Lardas and SSL Death are pitting as well.
Okay.
That's interesting.
A couple of guys in early. On lap 8, lap 9.
Yeah. Not quite at 20 minutes yet either.
No. It's sent, consider it sent. Sure was. He said that from way, way, way back. That was a Russell Lingle dive into turn 2. And we all know that turned out for the Mercedes.
Yeah.
Your package is on the way. Oh.
So Berry's come out in 8th behind the Brookmont.
Okay. Well, if he gets a clean lap, he might be alright. Look at this race to the lead here, guys. So Hijack is on him again. As they come down the straight, he's right on the back bumper of Aston Martin now on the run to... Oh, he's going to go side by side with the kink. Don't do it. That'd be brave. He's sitting right in the back bumper of the Aston Martin. Look at this. It couldn't get any closer. And he still doesn't dive. Wow.
It's losing time.
Scotty's making that a very, very wide Aston.
Yeah.
Does Hijack dive in early? No, he doesn't.
I'll tell you what, it's just about worth going for a cheeky dive.
I'm thinking the undercut.
Of fuel. Yeah.
Does he just roll the dice and jump in a lap earlier than he thought he would just to get away from Scotty?
Well, if they put in this lap, it'll take them past 40 minutes. So
Yeah, they'll be bang on for a 3-stop.
yeah.
What more stamps is the Thrillhouse Supercars? Hijack is going to send another one, so he's going to lick it. He's just holding on to it at the moment. He ends up on the corner of the envelope. We're in big trouble.
Glazer's doing an awesome fuel save. He's just under a quarter of a tank, and it's lap 10. So
That's what we want to see. Keep an eye on him later in the race. Considering he's in the BMW too, that's a big effort. BMW's known to be a little bit tipsy, likes a little bit of a drink.
Lardas has got a 1 second penalty.
Oh, it's got it in the fence. Oh boy.
Scotty's on the fuel light, so is Hijacker. So I don't think they're fuel saving enough to go around for another lap anyway.
Alright, so you reckon they're in this lap? Where's Ghost
I
at?
reckon they'll be in this lap. I think Ghost hasn't hit the light yet, but he's not far off it.
You're probably going
So
with
he'll
him then in
probably be
cover.
this lap then.
He might get back a bit of that gap though. He's only 4.6 seconds off the back of Hijacker, so he might get a bit of space up for these guys. Especially with these two guys fighting as way they are.
Shansky's on the light. Interesting to see if Ghost short fills to do a 3-stop.
Down the hill they go. Scotty's car's looking really untidy under brakes at the moment. Just a bit of second and third wiggle there. Alright, surely they're in the pits now. In they go. Keep it clean, guys. Keep it nice and straight. Alright, back to Ghost. He's in too. So what's Shane's guy going to do?
He's
Surely
in.
he's in.
Yeah, Shansky will be coming in as
Alright,
well.
so we're going to be on with Glazer here.
Good fuel save from Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost has managed to put a bit away. But I'm getting talk from the chat now saying that the BMW is now the best on fuel, just to prove me wrong. Captain says everything's better on fuel than the Hyundai, even his crane is. So Glazer's going to go around again. So
Yeah.
what does Glazer do here? Does Glazer back the leaders up? Back to Ghost. Do a bit of the team game thing.
Yes.
Oh, Barry's out already. Luminous. Wait, what? Oh, so Barry's coming down the straight now. Does he jump him?
Looks like it.
He does jump them. Barry's out side by side with Scotty. Oh,
Let's
wow.
go. What yeah, this
That's
is
big.
interesting.
That's big. That's huge. Goodmon's jumped Ghost in the background as well. So Barry's going to tuck in behind Scotty.
On the light, though.
No, Barry's not going to have bar. He's going to go down the inside. No, he doesn't. Oh, I would have chucked it up there, Barry. Scotty's on cold tyres. Interesting, though. He's made up a lot of time then, Barry. Flashing the lights at Scotty too to get him out of the way. Scotty's out of shape on the run to the cutting. Tell you what,
Tyres versus warm tyres.
that's good from Barry. Try and force Scotty into an error across the top here now. All he needs is a little bit of a slither of a gap. He can chuck the Hyundai down the inside. You know, the Hyundai's a weapon mid-corner and it's huge on brakes.
Oh.
Scotty out of shape again. Trying to get heat in the tyres, that Aston Martin. He might have got away with it. Oh, Scotty out of shape again. He might have got away with it though. If he can get onto Conrad, I think he's safe. Barry's had big problems with hijacking his mirror here as well. Once the Mustang gets up to speed, you watch this poor Hyundai get eaten alive down the straight. It's not fair.
On the light.
Here we go. Oh, he's still got a bit of a gap there on hijacking.
It's hard to catch your Hyundai when the Hyundai's got a toe too.
Yeah. He got a good exit from the Forest elbow as well, so that sort of helped him out a bit there. So it's actually worked out pretty well for Barry. He's right in the field for the lead now as Glazer pits. With great fuel station. Oh, Scotty. Oh, hijacker as well.
Because Sean will get Glazer.
Oh, Barry is a look into turn one. Oh, these boys are on.
In as well.
The gap back to Ghost is 4 seconds from the lead pack, so he's not that far behind. Expecting to be catching up, especially if these guys fighting as hard as they are. He'll be putting in qualifying laps at the moment, I reckon. Hijacker into turn two, has a look. Scotty goes, Barry goes really deep under brakes there as well. The Hyundai's really good at defending because it can go very deep under brakes, which kills your run, and it's really thrifty across the top of the mountain now too. It loves a bit of a race through the bends. Look at Scotty though, in control on the Aston Martin.
We've got Excalibur and Filthy for 10th. I think Excalibur's definitely three-stopping because he's just under half a tank already.
What's Barry's fuel like? Rubbish, says Knuckles. Knuckles is an experienced Hyundai pilot there, guys. He knows what he's talking about when it comes to Hyundai's fuel usage. Barry is definitely pushing the car home though. Oh, hijack with another big look! Oh boy! Big touch there.
Naughty.
He had a look.
Yeah.
I think a lesser driver would have really pushed that in there. He got off the gas just as he knew the door was shutting. Just clipped him. But it's given Scotty a bit of a breathing space as they run to the chase. Hijacker's going to go side by side in the chase with the Hyundai here. Hyundai versus Mustang across the ripple strip. Barry tries to cover. Hijacker around the outside of him. What a move!
Wow.
Wow. He committed to that early. Went right round the outside. But look in the background, you can see Ghost starting to trail into the distance now. White nose of the red line BMW starting to appear in the back of the shot. 2.4 seconds off the back of these guys now and closing in. That was a huge move from Hijacker there, and it was great driving from Barry there to be aware of what he was doing, because it was quite easy for Barry there just to ease the steering out a little bit and run Hijacker out of road there. But he has the knowledge there to just not do that right now. Don't run him off on the outside of the chase there, because that's a race killer for somebody.
Excalibur got filthy for 10th.
Nice work. We'll go back to have a bit of a wait, Pete. How are they looking? Oh, there's some sorry looking cars back here. Look at the damage on these. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. These guys will not be happy with their race tonight. You can tell already. Above them we've got Lardas in 9th. Goodmon currently P8. So Goodmon's done alright at the back of the field. After polishing up his... Leaving his position number 7. Still holding on to the Jandal position. Good to see. And then we go up to Glazer. So currently 6th on that fuel save. Pitted a couple laps after everybody else. Oh, I thought there was something. I just jumped up forward there, guys, because I thought there was something going on at the front there, but it looks like everyone's under control. I saw one of the arrows in the front pack wiggle because I'm keeping an eye on it while I'm watching everything else. And one of the arrows in the front of the back had a big wiggle. So, oh no, they're coming unstuck.
Glazer is on a mega fuel save.
I reckon watch him for the 3rd stint.
Yeah, absolutely.
He might be putting Shane's guy in danger there, I think. By the end of the 3rd stint, he might go 5th. Shane's was having a great run there in the 6-plate Hyundai though. P5, been sitting P5 all race so far, and he's had one of those really rough no man's lands kind of race where he's just on his own. Nothing to look at, nothing to base your pace off, just got to try and run to a number. Really, really boring way to run your race. Unfortunately.
These Excaliburs caught Lardas pretty quick. Lardas must have had a little bit of drama.
I think Excalibur's car's pretty light by now, isn't it? Surely.
Yes, it is. He's going to get him, mate. There's a drive by the Hyundai down the commode.
Alright, so it's starting to tighten up the lead again now. So Hijack has put the foot back down. Trying to get on the back of Scotty. Scotty's on a 201.005 at some stage there as well on fresh tyres, so another great lap there from Scotty. Alright, they're calling the Hyundai in for lap 16 for Berry. So we'll keep an eye on that. He's just drifting off the back of the leaders now.
Lap 16.
Yeah, he's you check his tyre and fuel for me, mate. He's running really hard. I know he's pushing that car hard.
He's just over a quarter of a tank.
Okay.
That's brave.
Oh, 20-second pit stop will put him... He won't go back far now, though. Round just behind Shane's car before Glazer there somewhere, I'd say. So he'd be in clear air. Lap 16. Yeah, they reckon he did 8 laps in the first stint, so if he even stints it... Oh, I like a bit of a different strategy. I like to see someone trying something different.
Yeah, it's good.
Scotty there in control at the moment. Approaching the halfway mark of the race. The gap is coming down though, so Hijack is definitely firing another salvo. He's inside a second now. Geez, a really gap Berry. 3.6, yeah. Look at Ghost catching Berry.
Hijack has just had a 2-minute .819 too.
That's a good lap.
Put the foot down.
That Mustang's got great pace early in the stint.
Yeah. And
it gets faster and faster. Where the Aston Martin, as it gets lighter, it seems to get away from Scotty a little bit. Gets a bit loose.
Oh, he's gone purple by 1/10 of a second, mate.
Nice.
These boys are fighting it out pretty good.
Yeah, the pace is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
How many laps did the other race do you remember? The chat's doing the numbers, they're trying to figure out.
Head, mate. Yeah, come on, chat, help us out here.
Looking at you, Mez, you know these things.
Yeah.
You did one more than everyone else.
Excalibur's in.
Oh, Scotty in the fence! Tell you what, they're not leaving anything on the table, these boys.
No.
I might sit on this battle here for 3rd and 4th at the moment because Ghost is within the second of Berry now and closing. And chat's saying that Berry's going to be in the next lap or so. So we'll keep an eye on that. So Ghost wants to make the most of this while he still can.
Mez did 30 laps.
Mez did 30, so everyone else did 29. So what are the numbers for that for 8 lap stints? Berry's got 2 stops to go. that'd be a long last stint for Berry, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
He'd have to stop on lap 24 for a splash. That's awkward. He's got the race pace though, so they're definitely pulling away from Shane's gun. So he might still be able to consolidate fourth. I don't think he'll be able to beat Ghost in these numbers though.
What have we got here? Ladas and Filthy for 9th.
Ninth position, let's have a look.
9.
Yeah, having a look. Ladas got a penalty for cutting the down through the dipper.
He was pretty sloppy.
1.5 seconds. That's a huge penalty. Filthy's going to grab him easy. Any second now. He's going to burn on Conrad. Maybe not.
I hope so.
Maybe he's going to burn.
Over time, man.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Patience bits, do that.
Right now.
Back to the leaders. Scotty 1.9 seconds clear now, so either something's happening with Hijack or Scotty's put his foot down again.
Ooh.
Look at the battle for third now. Here comes Ghost.
Yeah, Barry's fuel lights just come on. Wow, that was too easy. What happened there? Right, so Ghost got around Barry pretty easy.
I think Barry might have let him through.
Yeah, I think so.
He's a smart driver, Barry. He knows that it's he's not racing him right now. It's not worth a potential tangle.
No, that's right. And he's got a lot of time back to Shane Ski in 5th as well. So
Exactly.
playing the long game.
The gap for the lead came back down to 1.4. These guys are fluctuating for the lead, aren't they? 1.4 now the gap, isn't it? They're 6 seconds clear of third position now. They're pulling away from third. These guys are just unreal pace.
First and second in the championship.
Yeah. Alright, so we're at 26 minutes now. Might zip back through the field now. So Scotty there leading the way. 1.2 seconds clear of Hijack. These guys are in a world of their own now. Ghost there currently position number 3 in a very lonely third position. I think he'd be happy with third overall though if he finishes there. He said he only wanted a podium. Yeah. Shane's goal will now be 4th as Barry's in the pits. Another of those guys that's just had a really quiet race so far. Just been hitting his numbers, just rolling around there, doing his thing. Barry currently 5th. Here comes Glazer. Glazer will probably take 5th and Barry here. Barry's going to be in a long stop there getting fuel. Look at this battle here, Luminous and the Goodmont. It's on for 7th, guys. Can Luminous defend 7th position? Or is the Goodmont going to steal it? Yeah. The Jandal Garage is all on the fence now. There's a long pit straight here. Goodmont's going to have a run into turn 1. Has a deep look in the brakes there. Luminous is not going to make it hard for him. Just gives him a bit of space. Roll through there, son. Some polite drivers in this field tonight. Filthy there currently 9th. So in the top 10.
Hijacker is just unbelievable through the S's and the dipper.
Ladas is in 10th. Flatstick in 11th. Excalibur having a rough day in 12th as he hits the fence on the entry of the pit straight. And Grim Death is back to 13th. So Grim Death's had an issue there at some point too, guys. Unfortunately. Back to the leaders. Look at this gap for the lead. Back down to 0.3. So we jump off them for a couple of minutes to go do the run through the field. What happens? They get up and amongst it again.
Hijacker went purple in that third sector too.
Yeah, right. So can Hijacker better his fastest lap? Cars are beginning light now. And as we know with the medium tyres, they take a bit to grip up, but once they're there, these tyres last for quite a while. Oh, Hijacker, the big slide there. That was a huge one. Doesn't improve his lap, but definitely put on the showman skills there through Murray's corner. But it's opened that gap right up again. He's out to a second now, 1.1 seconds.
And the good one's got around Luminous.
Yep. The battle will be back on for 7 shortly.
Big blues at the dip, he's real slow.
Car damaged. think in this race too, guys, with this phenomenal pace of the leader at the moment, we're going to see some lap cars in this race, I'd say.
Yeah, no damage. He's on the fuel light though.
Maybe another Hyundai. So the Hyundais are really struggling for fuel at the moment at the Bathurst.
All the top 5 have got a quarter of a tank left.
Danson, Johnson and Johnson, no more tears. Mikey Johnson says, yeah, great enduro pairing them. I love that car. I had the model of that car too, the AU with the Johnson & Johnson. Dick Johnson racing car. Queensland sponsorship on the roof. Great car. Loved it. Go the AU! Anyway, back to the race.
Yes.
Aston Martin versus Mustang. Hijack with another big slide there through the elbow.
Doesn't seem to hurt the tyres very much.
He's very smooth with the car, Hijacker, and it feels to me that he's just testing the limits of what it can do, so he knows how hard he can push it. He does a bit of lunging under in the slipstream. He does a bit of chuck it into the corners a bit hard and see what it'll do. He's definitely got the pace.
Scotty did 292 kilometres an hour before he hit the peaks at the chase. That's quick.
Jason's quick in a straight line. They're going to go around again. You reckon they'll go in this lap? This will get them to just on 20, just above nearly 21 minutes.
They could maybe go one more. They're just under a quarter of a tank, so they could probably go another 2 laps maybe.
Calm down there, bad doctor. You went in my AU, mate. You know how good it was. Calm your farm. Boat. I'll give you boat. You drove a Skyline. That can upset some people.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a poll online and the Falcon got the best drift car ever made, so just saying.
Ghost has gone purple in the first sector.
Yeah, Ghost's car's light and fast, grippy tyres now. He's still amongst it, so they've lapped Grim Death.
Oh, Hijack has had a huge lose out of the cutting.
Yeah, he got 1.7 seconds.
Degrees then.
Oh boy.
That'll give Scotty a breather. He needs to just settle down until his next stop.
Yeah, I agree, Mikey. Here he comes. You watch Ghost now, guys. Third part of this race. He's going to start getting these guys caught up. He might be in this yet, so keep an eye on him.
He's 1.5 tenths up on Hijacker at the moment.
There you go.
Sector.
Even if he just steals the fastest lap, he'll be happy with the fastest lap in the podium. I know he was not confident going into tonight. I know he's going to be extremely happy with the podium. But Ghost is a racer at heart, and if he gets a chance to lead, he's going to take it. He is playing the long game. Yes. These two guys here are fighting for sheep stations at the front here too, so there's the other call here. If these guys take each other out, one has to redress, he'll be on top of them in no time. We saw a couple of moments there before where there was some dives and a bit of a redress sort of situation. If one ends up going off and spinning, then Ghost will be right there. And hats off to Shane's guy at the moment. We're only running 4th position there. He's cleared barrier after his pit stop. Should pit probably this lap as far as I can tell. So he'll be there at the end. And Glaze is still on that fuel save there. So he's currently 6th. Goodmon in 7th. Back to the front now.
He's got over a quarter of a tank left, Glazer.
So he's doing that amazing long save. He's looking to be stationary for as little time as possible in that 3rd stop. Scotty there, still looking good at the front of the field though, with Hijacker still 2nd. These guys haven't been any further than 2 seconds apart in his entire race. Until Scotty's car's starting to get a little tired though, because you've seen riding the brakes there up into the cutting. And he's short shifting until you can hear it. It's mellow across the top.
Out of the cutting.
Oh no, Ghost, that's your race, son. Come on, keep on it.
Hijacker and Scotty are on the light. Scotty's just gone purple across the top.
Fast light cars. Look at the gap though. Hijacker's really reeling him in across the top. He's pulled 0.3 in the last couple of corners. He's a weapon across the top of the mountain in that Mustang. That is a very well balanced car. Look at that.
It's all through the dipper and the S's. He just smashes them.
Well, he had himself within a second as they entered the straight, but then the power of the action just accelerated away again. So Scotty's obviously got a good exit out of the elbow. He's going to tuck it into the chase, go as deep as he possibly can here. Stands on the brakes.
On the light.
Tell you what, Shane's done alright out of that second stint. Scotty goes in. Sold the dummy down. Very late entry from Scotty there. Oh, he got 4 in the tank. Hijacker with 2. Where's Ghost going to be at? In he comes. How's his fuel save look?
I think he'll be about the same.
He'll be upset with himself for losing all that time though. He's at 7, so he's
the first stop.
Yeah. Shane's guy's next in line, just entering the chase now. He's probably out of the lead for the podium. But him and Berry might have a little bit of an argument at the end of the third stint. Okay, in comes Shane's guy now. It's really bits. Where's Berry? Okay, Berry
isn't on the front straight yet.
He's into Murray's.
Yeah, just now. Yeah.
He's lost a lot of time to the leaders.
He's a lot of time.
Where is he against Ghost? That's the big one. Here comes Ghost out of the pits now. It's going to be close. Ghost has cleared him too.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh boy, he lost a lot of time in that stint. That one hurt him. That one hurt him a lot.
I think it's because he spent most of the stint out on his own too, so he wasn't getting a tow from anyone.
Back to the front. So the gap didn't really change for the lead. 1.4 seconds on the out.
Luminous is in. Filthy's in. Shaneski's just coming out now.
Goodmon's jumped Shane's guy. Glazer's jumped Shane's guy. Neither of those are the pit there, I think, so far. Got to watch Berry late in the race too, because Berry's obviously in that alternate strategy, so the car will have to run along or take a splash. Can you just check Hijacker's fuel load?
Tank left.
Can you check Hijacker's fuel load? Did he fill to the full tank?
Hijacker. Yes.
You went full?
Yes, they're both full.
Cool.
Ghost was full.
Oh, Scotty!
Was full.
Oh, he had a big cover. He had a big issue out of the elbow. That's going to take a massive chunk of time. But here comes Hijacker on the run. Oh, I think he might have just got away with that. He had a huge issue out of the elbow. Caught the outside grass and spat the car to the right. Then it went to the left. All we could hear was squeal on tyres and smoke.
Berry's catching Ghost. Not by much, but he's catching him.
Car would be light, surely.
He's got lots of fuel left. He's got just under half a tank.
How many laps are left? So it's 16 minutes on the clock, so we're looking at another 8 or so laps. So lap 29 they're going to get to.
Yeah.
I don't think he can do it.
No, I don't think he'll do it either. He's not going to need a very long stop though.
Right, so this is where it is now. The gap for the lead is down to 0.7. And this is on now, guys. This is definitely going to be on. So all these moves you saw Hijacker make earlier where he's practicing looking down the inside, this is all going to be for now. He's got nothing left to lose. He's got to make the move now. He's going to run out of time otherwise. I'll tell you what.
He's in.
He's got wide of the... Oh. Come on. Tyres aren't quite there yet, obviously.
And they're catching traffic too.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it was Grim Death in the up a little bit further ahead.
Yeah.
Look at that. Grim Death pulls over perfect. Look at that. Textbook.
That's how it's done.
Comes to a complete stop, gets out of the way, and just jumps back on the track behind him there.
Good work.
Lets him go.
That gets an honourable mention.
Probably wouldn't have come to a complete stop, but I understand the reasoning. He didn't want to be in front of him trying to come down the hill, because there's no other really way to let him pass until Conrod from there, and he didn't want to be in that position. I can see that.
No, he's done it for Ghost too.
Yeah, just popped out of the way. Man. Let these guys go.
Shaneski's just come out of the cutting.
Yeah, he's a fair way back now. But if Berry has to stop again, yeah, I don't know. I think Berry might be safe for fourth.
Yeah, I think so.
These top four cars have just been ridiculous for pace tonight so far. Throughout, didn't see any no parking signs. Well, that's true. There's no standing signs there as well. Just took a quick photo of over Skyline. Let's have a bit of a look at the view. Just check his Instagram later, guys. So Scotty's lit the wick again. He's pulled back out 1.1 seconds. I do not feel this battle is over though. These guys are going to run all the way to the flag. Ghost is currently 10 seconds off the lead now. I do feel that Ghost will be there though. He's going to reel these two guys in. Once they start battling, he's going to reel them in quick. I think he's pretty safe for third, and I don't think Barry's going to have the car on him to catch him.
No. And if Barry has to pit, he's going to be too far behind.
Yeah. That car will close out the race very quickly, but I don't think it's going to be a threat for the podium. I think he's solid for fourth, though. Deals up, punching into more bits there. Shane Sky currently fifth. We'll go back to him. He is 31 seconds off the back of Berry, so Berry can afford to do a full stop and come out in front.
Excalibur's in.
Scotty coming down the mountain. 1.1 seconds to the good. Oh, he's way out of shape again, though. He's starting to really work that car. That's just swallowed all that time up. So here comes Hijacker again. Let's jump on board with Hijacker and have a bit of a Bo Peep. That one. Not that one, that one. Yep. There we go. Gets it right the third time. So on board the Mustang here. We might do a bit of a lap with Hijacker. You just go from his point of view. Dilzer's got 6 people watching off his device. Great work, Dilzer.
Good man, Dilzer.
Alright, closes right up there at the chase. Mustang went in the rear wheels first here, now you saw that. There's a bit of a slide. Give Scotty a bit of breathing space. Let's just watch these lines this lap and see what they're like.
He's been trying so hard all race. I honestly don't know if he'll be able to do it.
You don't think he'll be able to do it?
Well, he would have done it by now, surely.
Alright, up the hill.
At least he's trying to do a little fuel save as well.
I just want to stay on board with Hijacker across the top. I want to watch him dance across the top this time because we haven't watched it from the inside car. So yeah, Scotty there though.
Everybody's pretty spread out. So
Scotty's done another good job there to get out to 1.4. So he's cleared the toe a bit there. Watch this gap across the top there. So we're 1.3 at the exit of turn 2. Hijacker's going to make up some space. He has done every time so far. Hear the short shift there where the car was wheel spinning. She's getting away. 1.6. He's hauling, Scotty.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Oh. Hijacker behind the Sky. He's out of shape in the Sky and he got really wide and then she hit that bump. Went down the hill. 1.8 seconds.
Oh, Scotty was nice through there.
Hijacker closed a little bit of gap down the hill, but tell you what, Scotty must have put on a great show across the top then, because that was not bad from Hijacker, and the gap extended. Game on now. The Lexus is now the Aston is unleashed. He's 2 seconds down and pulling away. So Scotty's really put the foot down now. He can feel it. Race lead, championship lead. Let's go. 10 minutes to go, guys.
Something's happened to Luminous because he's an 8th at the moment and he's a long way behind the good Mondon 7.
Barry's in. So Barry ran out of fuel there, guys. He ran it completely dry. Wow. Lap 25. So into lap 24 he got in.
He's still going to have to put a fair bit in too, I think. Yeah, he's going to have to put in half a tank.
Where's Shane Sky? Let's go back to Shane Sky. Where is he? Coming out of the chase now. Tell you what, it might be on here. He's going to get a bit of a booster when he sees the gap drop considerably. Yeah, he's not going to be that close, but Tell you what, it's going to be a big kick in the teeth when he sees this. 4 seconds. He's like, what? It went from 39 seconds to 4 seconds in one split. It might light the fire in the Shane's guy a bit. Ghost, I feel now, will just coast home.
Yeah.
Just do his thing. He's 8 seconds behind Hijacker and 28 to the good of Berry. Put the Q in the rack. Enjoy your podium, Ghost. Talk to you after the race, buddy.
Scotty's got two seconds on Hijacker.
Hijacker needs to get a wriggle on if he wants to make this work.
He's starting to run out of time, isn't he?
This is about as far as this gap's ever been too. You do not want to give Scotty breathing space. He needs to catch him with a couple of laps to go. But there's look at this in the distance in front here too. There's another lap car coming up. Who's that? There's a couple of lap cars. Just go through the final turn now.
Lardas and Flat Stick on the front straight.
Right. They'd be frantically calling radio chat there. I know they're a little bit down the road yet, but you do not want to catch them on the last laps.
Everyone else is pretty spread out.
The bad doctor's calling Ghost into the pits to chuck some fresh boots on the Beamer and try for fastest lap.
Oh. Scotty's done a 2:06.
Wow, what a lap from Scotty there late in the race.
When did he do that? Yeah, I did that on the last lap too. Wow.
Yeah, he might sweep this. Pole position, fastest lap, race win. That'll seal the championship up in a nice bow for him. Hijacker there. I don't know, he might have run out of steam here, guys.
Yeah.
He's been pushing the whole race, but it's 2.4 seconds now. It's just edging away from him. It'd be a big drive now.
He hasn't been under 2 seconds for a couple of laps now either,
Yeah.
so, and he's just pulling away from him
he's caught
across the
fence
top
too.
of him.
Oh, Hijacker! Oh, wow, he nearly lost it. Oh, he's nearly lost it again.
I think I watched someone else. Ghost has done just about the same thing.
Oh, wow. Did Hijacker cop a penalty for that? I hope not. But I feel that that's it. He needs to back it off now. Just settle for second. This could be the race. Ghost, he's got a lot in him yet, but I don't think he can pull 6 seconds in a couple of laps.
He's got to get past Hijacker, doesn't he? Yeah.
He'd have to get past him.
Yeah.
Catching him's one thing, but clearing him's another. Yeah, that's correct, guys.
About it.
6 minutes to go, an hour of racing plus another 40-50 minutes of qualifying. The fatigue's starting to really click in on these guys now.
Yeah.
Mistakes are getting made. Tell you what though, I think Scotty and Hijacker are in danger of going to 30 laps. Be close.
Be close.
Who are the cars in front of Scotty? It's Flatstick and somebody else. Yeah, one only a couple of corners, only a corner ahead now. Who's next in line for him? It's just going through the cutting now.
Lardas.
Lardas is next in line. Lardas is a pretty good bloke. I feel he will just bop out of the way.
And then Flat Stick's another 7 seconds in front of him.
Yeah, they won't catch Flatstick then.
No.
They might catch Lardas. Yeah, Scotty's taking, Hijacker's taking the foot off the gas now. He's 4.1 seconds off the lead now. Ghost is now 5.9 seconds of closing though.
Lardas is on the fuel lot anyway, so...
Well, he'll be out of the way then.
Ghost has done a 2:04.98.
Oh wow! There you go.
Hey,
there you go, bad doctor.
Pulled that out.
just snuck that one in there without us looking. Sorry about that, guys. We'll get you on TV for that, bud. Well, we're all talking about how quick Scotty's been going, and suddenly, bang, Ghost just comes in the end of the race going, how's this for a fastest lap, boys? Boom! Take that.
That's 2/10 faster than what Scotty
Wow,
did too.
that's a good lap. That's a very good lap.
That's a very good lap.
Considering that they're, like we just said, 56 minutes into a race. Wow. Well done.
Scotty's out to 4 seconds now. I think he just about call that.
I feel that Scotty might have just lifted the throttle a little too, because he's not really pulling away from anybody now. I think he's just... I just want to keep this tidy, just coast home. Tell you what, if he's tardy around this lap, he'll only have to do one more after it. So they'll get to 29. I think he's looking at the clock going, if I just back this off a little bit...
Yeah, maybe.
We'll only have to do 29 laps.
We'll see what the split is when he goes over Mountain Straight.
It's a great lap from Ghost, wow.
Well, he's only a tenth down. The thing is with it too, you don't want to lift off too much, because that's when you really lose concentration.
Yeah. Tell you what though, it's been a great race from Scotty and a great season. Up around the point end of every race he's been in practically. I think he only had one race where he was, keep it under control there, he went really wide across the top. Do not make me eat my words, sir.
No, don't do that.
Whew. Talking you up here at the moment, don't spin it in front of me. Yeah, we had one race we had a pretty rough day, but I do believe he was pretty sick for that race, so he jumped on while he was crook. Just got the car home. I think it was the first Enduro, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Grim Death is in. Everyone else is really spread out too. Yeah,
the track's ridiculously spread out now.
Yeah.
This is the most we've seen them at all. So down Conrod straight here for what will be the second to last time for Scotty, I believe. It'll be close.
Yeah, you might have to do another lap here.
Might want to lift a little bit, buddy. Just lift a little bit. 30 seconds to get to the line.
I think he's going to have to do another lap here.
210. Yeah, lift a little bit. Lift a little bit. It's 210 now. He's going to do outside of a 209. Yeah, he's going to have to do 2 laps.
Yeah.
Let's. Oh yeah, he can get away with 205 next lap. I reckon he might get away with it. I think he'll come down Conrod straight next lap round and just ease off it a little bit. Chats reckon that Mez is saying the hijack is going to go around again as well.
They've all got exactly the same amount of fuel, the top 3. Barry's just coming out of the chase now. Shaneski's halfway down Conrod.
Yeah, Barry's held on to 4th, that's right.
Just starting to come down Conrod.
Jeez, this field's spread out, isn't it? Far out. Back to the leader. So it's 3.2 seconds back to hijacker there. Just on the coast home now for Scotty. Just keep it tidy, son. You've got plenty of space. This will be it. This will put a bow on the championship. So he's going to come out of here with the Triple Crown, and he's also going to win the championship tonight as well. What a great season for this car. What a great season for this driver. Ragged Edge. BAC Aston Martin. They've had an up and down season, Ragged Edge, so this is going to be great for them to pick up a championship. You better push for fastest lap. Calm down. Give the guy a break. He's been leading the race for an hour. Into the chase. Will he lift?
He's going to have to go around again.
Will he lift? I feel that he'll lift, surely.
He probably doesn't want to. I don't think Hijack is far enough away from him to do
Does he want to be one of those guys that goes for a 30-lap race?
I think so.
Oh, wow, he is too.
What a legend.
Good on you, mate. Enjoy another lap. Go for it, son. What about Hijacker? He's going to get across the line as well. Mez called it. Or maybe not. It's going to be close to Hijacker. He does just make it. So Ghost is the first guy to finish. P3. Great drive there from Ghost.
Perfect amount of fuel in the car too. Well done, mate.
I'll go back through the field shortly, guys, but we'll just stay with the leader here. He deserves it. What a race here from Scotty. Lights to flag. This is pretty much the the calling card for these guys now. If they get a 30-lap race out of this track, you know you're on the pace for the whole race. We saw it from Mez. We're seeing it again now from Scotty. Don't forget that Hijacker there running P2 with a really, really good position too from Hijacker the whole race. It was always a fly in the ointment. But
Barry's coming across in 4th.
Top of the mountain for the final time for Scotty. Put this one in your resume, son. Last ever Super 2 race winner. Having a bit of a fun across the top. A bit of a slide there from the Aston again. Jack has kept the foot in just in case. Look, he's only down 1.9 behind now closing. He's kept the foot in it just in case.
He's on the fuel line too. Both of them are.
This extra lap was a big ask.
I tell you what, Hijacker's at risk here.
Oh, he could coast out from here, surely.
Yeah.
There he is. Out of the chase for the final time. Scotty, a little bit of sideways action from the Aston Martin there. He's going to do it. Beautiful work there. Well-deserved win there for Scotty. Super 2 champion. Great drive. Hijacker there in second position. Fantastic effort there.
There's nothing left in the tank for either of those two either.
Great job, boys. What a race. Woo. Look at that.
There it is.
That's it, guys. That is Super 2 Season 4 run and done. Oh, look at that. 1 star missing there from the Triple Crown from Scotty. Ghost, the fly in the ointment at the end of the race there, knocks off the fastest lap. Dilzer with the bits again. Love your bits there, Dilzer. Alright guys, we'll just go to the race results real quick. I'm just going to save that replay just in case I want to take a snappy snap. Race results there. So Scotty there wins it. Aston Martin Group 4, final race, final victory, Super 2. Hijack there in second position. Ghost there with a really, really strong third. Great race there from Ghost. Picked off Barry there where he got his fuel number. Well, the Hyundai got its fuel number wrong. The Hyundai just couldn't quite run the fuel length to the other cars. It just suffered there at the end. But great job from Barry there to hold on to 4th position there. Shane Scott with an excellent drive there in no man's land for 5th position. The whole race all on his own. That is very hard to do, guys. With no one to base your pace off, it's really easy just to drop off the pace and go very slow. So he's done a great job there. Glazer there with the alternate strategy on the fuel run. So he gets a solid 6th position there. So good points there for Revolution. Goodmon there from the back of the field ends up 7th. Which is interesting. Took Luminous off the general position there with a good pass later in the race there. Filthy recovers to 8th position, which is really good considering the start he had. Luminous finishes 9th. Excalibur recovers to 10th position there, so grabs the top 10 as well. Flatstick there with a nice quiet 11th position overall. Lardas with 12th. Grim Death there in 13th position. And Ghost steals the fastest lap with a 2-minute .498 on lap 26 of 29 for him. So great effort there from Ghost to steal the fastest lap. Whew. What do you think of that, guys?
That wasn't bad for. That's what you'd expect it to be for the Group A guys anyway. It was pretty fast. Everyone behaved themselves from what we could see. Yeah, it got a little bit spread out towards the end there, but that was to be expected with the fast guys. All the fast guys sort of stuck together too, which helped them out with the tow a lot as well. So
absolutely.
And I think all the guys in the bottom half were too busy crashing into each other and crashing into everything else.
There you go,
sort of
Scotty.
spread them out a little bit. So
pop Scotty on screen. He's doing some victory donuts there. There's your season 4 Super 2 champion there. You don't need that chassis anymore, so rev the nuts off it, mate. She's right. Great effort.
Just have to keep home today.
Alright, so I do believe we have a couple of guests in the box tonight, so we'll start out with Mr. Ghost. You there, sir?
I am.
Great drive tonight, mate. 3rd position, strong finish. Got your podium at Bathurst. How do you feel about that, sir?
Good and bad. The start was a bit of a kerfuffle. I did realise I was in the wrong position, so I did a bit of the sportsmanship.
Yeah, we saw that, mate. Great effort there.
It was good it was good for Scotty and Hijacker to go at it. And first off, congratulations, Scotty, mate. More than happy to hand over the Super 2 trophy, mate, so you can come pick it up and we'll have a beer. Congrats to Hijacker as well. Yeah, those guys just a little bit too quick for me tonight. Made a couple of mistakes sort of in the second stint. I don't know whether I was tired or I was starting to think about next season already, or getting a bit melancholy or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that was cool. But other than that, But the last stint, I thought I'll just fill it full and have a bit of fun out there. And yeah, nailed the fastest lap, which was cool.
Absolutely. And Excalibur, mate, how are you, sir?
I'm okay. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't really disappointed with the start that I had after qualifying in 5th. So unsighted behind Shane at the start there, and just ran a little bit wide and grabbed a bit of fence sticking out. And apologies to the guys that ran into my sideways car coming up into the cutting. I think I took out flat stick and maybe lard ass as well. So sorry, boys, that was not ideal. But apart from the massive, probably crash that would have put me in hospital if it was a real crash. Apart from that, I was actually really happy with the race that I had. I had pretty good pace the whole way through, and my fastest lap was faster than I thought it would be, and I sort of did them sort of one after the other. So had I not stuck it in the fence, it would have been pretty good. I think it would have been on for a top 5. So Bathurst is my bogey track, so I'll take that.
Oh, yeah, I feel you, mate. The walls bite hard here, don't they?
I felt like Craig Lowndes in 2017 or 18 or whatever it was when Scotty Mack put him in the fence up the hill at Townsville or Newcastle. So that was...
Oh, wow.
Hold on. I'm not making any accusations. It was 100% my fault. No one put me in the wall. That was 100% unforced error on my behalf, which is really, really disappointing because I wanted to go out with a different kind of bang. But it is what it is. Apart from that, it was a great race, and what a great sort of 4 seasons we've had in the supercars theme, and with all the liveries and the racing that we've had, and all the new guys that have come in and all the racing. It's been fantastic. So you can't be upset with that. So I'll take it. It is what it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well then, guys, driver of the days has started to come in. We've got Scotty wins one, Scotty gets another one for Scotty. Who else have we got there? Ghost, driver of the day, for his recovery there. Registered a mistake at the start. Nice to see that. They're loving that, mate. Great sportsmanship.
That's what Super 2's all about, especially Super 2, eh?
Hijacker says, mate, he says, Ghost driver of the day, great sportsmanship, mate, thank you. Although it wouldn't have worried me if you kept going along. There you go. So Hijacker said he would love to have raced you anyway.
Did I put you in 4th, did I?
You put Ghost in the front row. By accident.
Did I?
And put Hijacker off row 2.
Oh.
Either that or it just freaked out on you. It's all good. Yeah. They figured it out. Hannah votes Ghost for driver of the day. Hey, Hannah.
Funny that.
She's up in sunny Townsville, probably a couple of cocktails deep, so life's good for her.
Nice work.
Got the wags on deck. That's good.
Yeah, that's it.
Through our supercars, it'll be Mikey going to Sportsmanship Award to Ghost and driver of the day to Scotty. Shaneski says driver of the day for Scotty as well. So it looks like Scotty's going to go alright with this one, I think. Shiles says driver of the day Ghost. Oh, that second stint from Scotty where he held off a really, really hard charging high. Hardjacker was all over him for that entire stint, and he kept it together, stayed in front of it, and I don't think he lost the lead all race, did he? Remember that correctly there, Jimmy?
What's that, sorry?
Did Scotty lose the lead of the race at all tonight, or did he? I don't think he did, except for the pit stop. Except for the pit stop shuffle.
But you don't count that rally there.
We just rolled past 900 comments on Twitch alone tonight, guys. Well done.
Yeah. No, I think he had it. It was lights to flag, I'm pretty sure.
How many stops did Hijacker do in the Mustang?
2.
2. Jesus, that's interesting.
Three. He mirrored Scotty. He did 3. Mirrored Scotty.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say I tried to get 2 stops out of the Mustang and it just wasn't happening. So 3 stopped it and just kept up it the whole time.
Scotty. Scotty in the chat. All credit to Hijacker. What a pest. Love it. That's great.
Yes, Hijacker said he did 2.
He did 2. There you go. Scotty did 2 as well.
Both did 2.
Yeah.
There you go.
Don't mind us, guys. We don't normally do this. We're not as good as Ghost at it. We're the secondary team.
Terrible. I can't even get the grid right.
Well then, guys. So that was it. That was Super 2 run and done. That's it. The whole thing. She's all over. Championship's done. Scotty wins it with a dominant performance tonight.
Well done, Scotty.
Well done.
Kudos to Hijacker as well. His debut season, that's been a great start. He's put in some great drives, taken out quite a few poles, quite a few fastest laps as well. So those 2 have put on a really good show for Super 2 for the season. So well done, boys. Great job.
Absolutely.
Honourable mention to Berry too, being first to Hyundai across the line.
Yep.
He fell away. Something must have happened in the middle stint there, because we all thought it was on for Young and Old when they all came out after the first stop, and he was in front of them all. So
he just didn't have the car. I don't think the Hyundai struggles here with the amount of incline it's got to do. It just burns through the fuel, so it just didn't have it at the end there to keep up with the front 3, unfortunately. But great effort there to finish in 4th overall. And another great job there quietly for Shane's guy for 5th position as well. So the 2 Hyundais there battled their way through the top end of the field and stayed there for the entire race. So it was a great effort from those boys as well.
Yeah, they were pleasure to race against Scotty and Hijacker. Absolute pleasure.
Absolutely. All right, guys, I might wrap it up for shortly. Oh yeah. Well, those 2 guys got to 30 laps as well, which is a bit of a notch on the belt for guys at Bathurst in the endurance season. So if you can get to 30 minutes, Mez did it the other night as well. And I expect to see some of the Supercars A boys do it, unless there's a massive battle for the lead. I'd expect to see it there as well. So we might get on with wrapping this up tonight, guys, because we're getting on a bit now, and you guys are approaching 950 bloody comments. You guys are hauling through at the moment.
Yeah, you're going to do it awesome.
So I'll start out with big thanks there to Jim Bob for running the room and joining me in the box tonight, mate. Did a great job. It's a bit daunting to jump in, especially on a race this big with the things the way they were, to jump in there and get it right. So great job. Nice that the new mic's working well too, because you sounded perfect tonight. And
I'm not going anywhere near Sunday. That's on you guys. So enjoy that.
That's all Sean, that one. I was gonna wilt back into RD for Sunday night. I'm quite happy. As we know, guys, this is the last ever Good Doctor hosted stream for Thrillhouse as the way it is now. I might see me pop up for some community events next season, but as of next season, we're going to be on a full tilt stream all the time. So this is the last of the casual streams, which is good. I think we need to step up a notch now all the time. So it's going to be good to pass the mantle on for someone else to deal with it. Deal with the stress of running it the way it was. So it's too much for me, unfortunately. Thanks to Excalibur for joining us in the box, mate. Good race tonight. Great recovery at the end there as well, considering the start you had there, bud.
Yeah, not my finest moment, but all things considered, I'll take that.
Snagged a top 10. Got to be happy with that.
That's all right. That's not too bad.
All right, I'll just start out. I'll do me the goodbyes before I pass over to Ghost so he can reel us out, because he's really good at it. So big thanks tonight to the chat. You guys have just gone ballistic tonight. It's great to see you guys. Oh, thanks to the bits there cruising to steal the cruising win from steal the bits win there from Shane's got the last second. Nice work. Cruising steals it at the end. Boom, cruising goes bang. Love it. Great job.
Get the dipper all over again.
Yeah, exactly. Slides on in there. That's it. Great job tonight, chat. It's great to see you guys really getting amongst it. This is a really long stream for you guys to stay on board with, and for have you guys to go 950 odd comments in talking about the race and getting all amongst it. Awesome to see. Can't wait for you guys to join us again on Sunday night for the big one. Supercars Group A final. So make sure you're
ready for the big announcement.
Big announcement Sunday night. So stick around for that one, guys. Sunday night after the race, before the race, sometime during the stream on Sunday night, there'll be a huge announcement. So make sure you're there. No, we're not quite there yet, Hijacker. Just want to say thank you very much to everybody for putting up with me this season in the box. Really appreciate it. Letting me jump on board here and have a bit of a play around and run the show tonight. Not something I'm overly comfortable with doing. I'm really happy on the second seat, so I'm really looking forward to next season. But I wonder what it is. Calm down, Supercars.
Like he doesn't know what it is anyway.
As if he doesn't know. Or you can just tell us now. Or we couldn't. You have to watch Sunday. You got to boost those ratings. You got to end this one on a bit of a thing, so you guys come back for the next one. Just thanks very much, guys. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, listening to me dribble about pretend guys doing pretend race cars. I love it. I really enjoy everybody jumping on board with it. So appreciate you guys all listening to me waffle about it all this time. And
well done, mate.
We might pass it over to Ghost here to talk us out, so we can really blow up the end of Super 2 for us.
All right.
And all yours, sir.
Well, there you go. First off, big thank you does go to Doc and Bob for a fantastic stream tonight. Great commentary. You guys have really stepped up, especially you, Bob. Great stuff, mate. You sound pretty comfortable in the box, so that's awesome. The good Doc, what can I say? What a legend. He's really taken these Super 2 streams on board, and he's done them pretty well as well with his smooth, dulcet tones.
Yeah.
So he's done great. Great to hear. Big thanks to Excalibur as well for joining us in the box for a couple of times this season as well. It's always good to hear his thoughts about racing and craft beer. He's always got a very strong opinion on those things. He's a bit of a legend.
Not so much the craft beer, let's be honest.
You viewers, you guys in chat, Thrillhouse doesn't exist without you guys. You have been absolutely amazing supporting Super 2, especially on a Thursday night. Some of you guys got to work, you're parents, so to watch the whole stream, absolutely awesome. Click to go, what's that? Oh, he's probably voted himself driver of the day again.
Clinty Go, 1,000 comments, yours wins. There we go.
Oh, okay. 1,000 comments. Here we go. They're going for the one there. We're at 978. Come on, guys. I can waffle on for a couple of more minutes. But it's all about Sunday night, guys. It is the last ever Thrillhouse Supercars race. That's right. It's Group A around the mountain. And I have seen some of the practice times, and they are, frankly, ridiculous. So we are going to have a rip-storming battle. We've got Terry, we've got Brocky, we've got Bass, we've got Wardo, all the big players. It's going to be absolutely awesome. So get your popcorn, get your beer, get your cordial, whatever you want to drink, and sit down and get comfortable. It's going to be awesome. Live and free at 7:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time on Facebook and Twitch. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you also goes to all the race directors that have done Super 2 this season. Big thank you to all of you. I've probably forgotten someone, but big thank you to everyone. I'll just put you all in the box. Other than that, I'm nearly out of breath. What's going on here? Sunday night, 7:30. This is going. We're 1,000 comments. GG, guys. Well done.
Well done.
Be sure to join us on Sunday night. Supercars 8, the last ride, the last time. Also, we've got a big announcement as well. I think it's been hyped up enough. Quickly go see Claude at Complete Ankle Bentley as well. Tell him to go see you.
No, we did that.
I did that. Well, I'll do it again. But other than that, guys, we'll leave you to it. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a wonderful weekend. Watch Le Mans. Watch the Super Bowls. And be sure to join us Sunday night. But this is Sean, the Good Doctor, Bob, and Excalibur signing off for now. And as always, you've been watching Thrillhouse.